him.
The internet's forever and there are no take backs. Anything we say is online forever.
Yeah. Thanks.
No pressure, Velvet.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing her. We were having a discussion about
because I was telling him that I was nervous about doing live.
You just gotta put it out there. Just gotta have a little bit of fun. But this is this really reality? Episode 2 with Velvet and D Booma San on June 4th, 2026.
And we went.
Yep. What's up, Velvet?
Hey.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, I was saying to what? Go.
We literally jumped from cavemen and cavewomen to Blade Runner future that Sabrina Wallace always brings up. That this might be a glimpse of what we are looking at in the future, where we are the resistance and the dissidents fighting against the corporation takeover and the technocracy that's coming in. What seems to be happening right now. Yay, everyone. Congratulations, humanity.
Well, yeah, exactly.
The future looks bright, not dystopian.
Well, that's a bold-faced lie. That's definitely, they're definitely creating our reality. You know,
what's up?
What? Oh, hi. Not of this world. Oh, cute.
Right. That's a new name. Welcome, Connie. Haven't seen you for a bit.
Coffee time down under.
Coffee time down under. It's a little coffee time for me to get me a little pep into my podcasting. But yes, I'm just saying hi to everyone. What's up, Jamie? What were we saying? You were saying something. I interrupted.
God, you're paying attention.
I do this all the time.
Off great. Hey, first of all, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Boom. What made you come up with that name?
Buma?
Did you like that? Boom.
Boom. So I went as D, and then there was somebody. So this is when I was still, in the name that we shall not say on this podcast. We don't need to. When I was with that group, I was D, and then there was a woman in there that went by DEE, and I was like, I can't just be D now.
No.
And so I had to add a little something to it. And there was a pastor in there, and he said that my energy field looked like a Buma from Star Wars, the Jar Binks episode, I think is how you say it, Jar Binks. But the Buma energy field balls. And so I went by D Booma. And then I started getting more into like the samurai stuff. So I did, the first thing that I ever did was, I did Miyamoto Musashi is where I got San. But before that, I did like some book reading or whatever. Sun Tzu, I think I did Sun Tzu Art of War, the first one. I might have done something else in there because he kept handing me all these things. And I'm like, man, I'm sick of doing it. Like, I like them. Don't get me wrong. Sun Tzu's Art of War, important. Everybody's always talking about it, but taking it out of context to try to make excuses for why the white hats are playing it this way. Oh, it looks like we're headed to dystopian future because that's called the Art of War.
Yeah, right.
And so I got into the Art of War, but it's when I did Miyamoto Musashi, Book of Five Rings, I ended up becoming San. So D Booma San after that. And that's where I really embraced the samurai. I liked learning about Miyamoto. But a lot of that had a lot of I thought about releasing that, but it was a lot of stuff that I still thought at the time was true, that I don't necessarily prescribe to anymore. So I couldn't really. And then plus a lot of it's just copyrighted because I was like breaking down the videos that they had out about Miyamoto Musashi, old samurai movies and stuff like that. So can't really get away with that other than on maybe Rumble. But anyways, I would have had to re-edit it and all kinds of stuff. But I really liked how it sounded, D Booma San. So I stuck with the digital samurai for truth, and that's how I got. But I got Buma because somebody suggested that I had an energy field like a Buma from Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Well, I am not a Star Wars buff, so I don't know. Sorry.
I'm not really a Star Wars buff either. I did like the older ones better than the new ones, but
I remember the first time, Raiders of the Lost Ark. See, those kind of movies, I actually fell asleep in the theater. What's that? Oh, that's a real beard too, yeah.
Yep. Don't mind me. I play to the crowd. I play to the crowd the whole time. You gotta get used to that.
Yeah.
You fell asleep in the which movie was it?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what? It's just so over the top and it's so fake. And it's like, ugh, I'm so bored. Like, I don't know. It just, all that kind of, is constant chasing. It's like today, like, I like the odd Jason Statham movie, right? But some of them are just like, some movies out there, they're just car chases and crashes and one thing after another. And I'm like, oh, I'm bored. Like there's
no. Now there's a bunch of ladies that seem to be kind of agreeing with you.
Yeah, because chicks don't like to watch that kind of thing all the time.
Why not? Gets the guy all fired up. Isn't that cool? Because then you leave and the guy's all like, that was fucking awesome the way he used the whip. And he brought him into him and blah, blah, blah. And he saved the day. And it was like, oh my gosh, he almost crushed his hand. He almost died.
And we're like, oh my God, it's macho bullshit.
Whatever. Then we gotta go to a chick flick where we're like,
oh, you don't have to do a chick flick. But,
you don't do that? You don't do that. So if you have to watch the macho guy film, then you don't make the man watch a chick flick.
Buma, I don't have a man and haven't had one for a long time.
Well, when you did have a man,
it's been so long, I don't remember.
You don't even remember? You played those games. Yeah. Come on, all ladies play those games, right? Ladies, don't lie. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, but that's one good thing about getting older, right? You just don't give a crap anymore. And I mean, you get to live your life the way that you want. I get to watch what I want. I can sit around here like guys. You know how guys just sometimes typical Al Bundy kind of thing. Hand down his pants and, burping, farting, putting back a beer or something, right? Well, girls can do that too, but not saying that we do, but maybe sometimes we do. If we're by ourselves. And if we want to watch, okay. Did you ever see The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey, which I'm not a huge fan of his, but
I believe I did. I want to pull it up just so I can remember. Matthew McConaughey was in it.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie. It's a Guy Ritchie movie, I believe. And for the longest time,
that had
Hugh
Grant.
Yeah, Hugh Grant
and Colin Farrell. I think I do remember. Yes. Let me pull up this so everybody can get a reference.
I don't think Colin Farrell was in it.
It says it right here. Colin Farrell. You're wrong.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think he was he bald in that? I can't remember. Anyhow.
Oh, it had Charlie Hunnam in it.
Yeah.
That was before Charlie had really gotten real big, right? Or maybe that was when
No, that was after Sons of Anarchy.
This was after? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, you know what? I like Sons of Anarchy. At least had a storyline, right?
Yes.
And same as A Gentleman. That was a good movie too.
Okay, so where were you going with The Gentleman? You forgot, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of. No, just saying that, it's an action kind of movie too. A lot of it, but at least it has a storyline and,
Raiders of the Lost Ark has a storyline. It's like some of the newer Indiana Jones, but the original ones, man, Temple of Doom. I watched Temple of Doom so many times.
Okay.
Kalima Shakti. Kalima. He sticks his fucking hand on that chest and he freaking digs in there and takes out the heart and holds it as they sacrifice that guy. Oh my God. I had nightmares, but I also loved it at the same time. I used to tease my sister. I'd chase her around me like, Kalima Shakti Day.
You missed your calling. You should have gotten into the movies.
I did. I was in a fucking movie. I worked on a full feature. Yeah.
What movie?
It's called Blue Balloons. It never went anywhere. The kids that were kind of behind it, they came from money, and so they had some of the equipment and we did like a whole fundraising thing. This was in Spokane, Washington. Spokane Valley is where I was living, but they lived more towards the actual Spokane. Anyways, we did a full feature movie with a bunch of people. Flew out one of their friends that had flown to Hollywood or whatever. He was the main actor. I can't even remember his name. He's shown up in a couple smaller things though, even more recently, but it just small parts. I'd have to look him up. Anyways, I got to die in it. So I was the flashback scene of what they deemed a crackhead, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. It didn't really turn out to be much of a crackhead, but I was a criminal guy that gets shot by this like crazy cop kind of a thing. So I didn't have any lines. I just had a chase sequence and a dying sequence, and I loved it. But I was there not to be in the movie. I filled a role that somebody else backed out of, and I was doing behind the scenes stuff, which is it's a fucking pain in the ass. I mean, we didn't have obviously like a whole squad. We just had a small group of us, but we had a dolly. We had what do you call it? It was a manual, like kind of crane thing where you could lift the camera guy up, but we had to have like big guys on the end with like weights, and like you could lift them up and like the camera would go up. You'd have to do it really smoothly in order to get the effect you wanted. So I worked on a full feature film, and you can find it on IMDb. But,
is that not called a boom?
Yeah, well, there's boom mics. I held boom mics. Yeah. Yes, like the big old with the big old like fuzz on the end of the mic or whatever that you hold it above where the camera is at. Man, we were in this hotel shooting, so we got to do some kind of cool things. We went to a shooting range and shot in there, and we went to a really like prestigious downtown like hotel, but their families were more connected into people, and we got to rent out a room with an actor and stuff like that. Had a couple scenes in there, but in that hotel the whole time I'm like holding this fucking boom mic because this guy's trying to get his lines where he's acting like he's talking on the phone, and I'm like, oh my god, please get your lines, bro. I can't hold this fucking boom mic anymore. So yeah, I got to work on one.
Well, we just learned where your name came from, and we learned that you were in a movie. So I guess blue balloons is better than blue balls.
Well, that's what everybody called it. That's what all my friends called it when I was saying that we made this movie and shit. Oh, you made a movie called Blue Balls, real great. And I'm like, fuck everybody. I had fun for the most part.
So what you're saying is that we can't find it online anywhere?
No, and I think I have a burned copy on a disc somewhere, but it might be damaged or lost in one of the many moves through the different girlfriends I had between that time. That was that was before I got married. That was when I was working at Starbucks in Spokane Valley, and I was working with this guy that he had gone to film school over in Seattle. Small film school or whatever to become a director. He was like a 6'5". He ended up going to my wedding eventually, but this is before I got married. I was kind of dating, but I was kind of finding like Christ, and I was struggling with suicidal ideations. And I met this guy at Starbucks, and he was really animated, big dude. And it was like, he was like, "You want to be part of this movie?" And I was like, because we were having great conversations, and then we were hanging out and smoking weed and just chilling and talking about all kinds of ideas that we had. He's like, "Dude, do you want to make a movie?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to make a movie. What are you talking about?" I thought he was just fucking with me though, and he was like, "Dude, we're gonna make a movie, and I'm gonna go and talk to the director kid and see if we can get you brought on." And they brought me on, and it was like 5 of us to start this thing off. And then halfway through the project, my friend, this big guy, and his guy that did editing or whatever, got in a fight with the other 2 kids, and rightfully so, because they were kind of snobbish like dicks, but they got along with me for whatever reason. I get along with most people. If you haven't noticed, like, I don't like grifters, and obviously I go out after some fucking assholes. But for the most part, I can have a conversation with just about anybody. And so I got along with these guys, and I was trying to like break up the fight, and I was handing them beers, and we were like kicking them back, and I thought everything was cool. But then they quit the project. I stuck on, and it looked like it was going to be awesome. the one kid that did the filmography, he created a trailer for it that was badass, and we all got super stoked. And then these kids, these motherfuckers, they just dropped the whole damn thing instead of sending it to any festivals, instead of doing any of the things that we had planned on doing. They just added it to their resume and went to Hollywood and started doing other stuff. One became like a sports agent. He worked in that kind of area. He got hooked up with a beautiful woman. I'll give him that, man. You did good on that. But then this other dude was like a German kid. He wasn't even a kid at the time. He was probably 30 when we filmed this, but we all felt like kids. Anyways, I guess I was about 26. Anyways, so one of the ladies in the film was married to a cop. And she was all about this movie. And there was a sex scene in it. And like had no modesty at all. I wasn't there for that filming. Some filming sets were just, private, more so because of the nudity. It wasn't in the film, but because of the women, like there was a shower scene or whatnot, where the woman was still wearing a top, but she didn't want guys all around. And so anyways, the filmographer hooked up with this woman and ended up, I think they're still together to this day.
Wow.
She divorced her cop husband and chased this younger guy that was doing filmography, and he went down and like did commercials and shit. It was like, so everybody should go tell Mike Gill and Stacy, aka Crash, that I did a film that went nowhere, and so they could say, "Oh, we knew it. He's CIA. He's in the movies and blah 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 blah." No, it didn't go fucking anywhere, and it pissed me off. But I had this idea at the time after that deal where I had $2,000 in my bank account, and I was either going to buy a wedding ring or I was going to buy a camera and start doing short film. Bought the wedding ring.
Ugh.
I know, right?
Did you get married?
Got married, and then went through that whole thing. Yep, I was still a partier at the time, got married. She was a partier. And as soon as we got married, then it was all Bible, Bible, Bible. And
for you or for her or both of you?
I was kind of halfway in it, but I was still wanting to live my party ways, but I was trying to get a little bit better, but she was using the Bible against me. And then it became a problem. And then I started drinking. That was the first time I actually started hiding drinking. So I would buy vodka and like drink and try to hide it, kind of a thing. And that's when it started to become a problem.
Right.
Because I gave up everything to be with her. And I was also finding Christ and thought, sex outside of marriage was sinful and I needed to get in this relationship. And it happened at the time where I thought this was what I needed to do. I was 27. And so I got married, and then everything kind of changed. As soon as I got married, I was like, I made a fucking huge mistake.
Yeah.
And nothing against her. She got remarried. She's fine. Shit that went down at different times in my life regarding that short relationship. I mean, it was 2 years that we were kind of in and out of a relationship, and then 2 years married and then divorced. And then I jumped into the next really crazy situation. But we don't need to get there. I don't even know. But this is crazy. Is this really reality?
Well, it's your reality.
I've told this before, but I guess it was before really too many people were on the channel. And I wasn't disclosing my name, so I was very kind of like mysterious about it. But I've shared in a video like my death scene.
Oh.
I do have that somewhere, like a little clip of me dying, which was kind of fun to shoot. I guess.
Although it seems like every movie has some death scene in it. I happened to watch some old movie last night with Kate Hudson in it. And Whoopi Goldberg was playing God for some reason. Oh, and I was just, it's, you start to look at things, well, not start, I mean, I've been doing this for a while, but you look at things completely differently, right? So I'm watching this movie and I'm watching how much they glorify alcohol. Right. So even at the end, after Kate Hudson dies and she's sitting there with Whoopi, oh God, they're having a glass of champagne while they're watching her funeral, right? And everyone's drinking at the funeral. And I'm like, wow, it's just, again, all this social engineering that goes on that makes you think that it's so acceptable, alcohol, right? I mean, they do call it spirits for a reason.
Right.
right?
But that's what
And how
films
much
do.
damage it's done.
That's
Yeah.
what films do. They lots of death. I mean, have you ever watched a John Wick movie? I think that they're trying to break the Guinness Book of World Records of how many guys he can kill.
Right. Well, and I mean, let's put that over into video games.
Oh yeah.
But then video games, I mean, that's what they're doing with war now. They sit in a room and they just, drones, bang, bang, you're dead. It's like a video game that they're playing. There's no connection anymore, that you're actually killing a person that probably has a family, at least has a mother and a father. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
just this whole disconnection from reality. But what is reality? I mean, reality, as you can see right now, is changing. They're changing what we used to think is our reality. So I sent you a couple videos there the other day.
Yeah, we can get into some of those.
Thanks.
Reality is changing rapidly, and like that, you got the whole
Yeah.
like I always just say a joke, like I guess if you want to just disconnect from everything, go up in the mountains and become a monk and do that lifestyle, it's just like boring. But
Well, I don't know. It's
whatever.
looking more and more appealing all the time to me.
Well, those monks gotta be fucked. Like if they're really like tapping into what's going on in the world, like they gotta know like they're sending monk hunting drones at us here pretty soon. They're coming for us.
Okay, so I have a strange story about this monk. Anyhow, where I used to live, this guy came and knocked on my door once and then left a book and was leaving. So by the time I got to the door, I saw him walking down the driveway. I went, hey, wait a minute. What's this? And it was some book from his, what do they call it? Not a guru, but his teacher. So this white guy went over and lived with the monks in Thailand for, what was it, 6 years? Something like that. 7 years in Tibet. So. Anyhow, and he just dropped off this book. He said, yeah, someone, a mutual friend said you might be interested in this. And this was like, I don't know, 15 years ago. But how strange is that? And then he wanted some food. He was going to buy donuts so he could go feed the ghosts or the spirits that were in the cemetery. So he left all these donuts there, and then he went back the next day and he said they're all gone. I'm thinking, well, yeah, of course they're all gone. Like between the animals and who knows, maybe homeless people, they're all eating the damn donuts. I mean, it's not your spirits. It was just, but that was his reality.
Were they white powder donuts? That's very important to the story, Velvet. You didn't even ask. Were they like maple glazed? I mean, raspberry filled? These are important things, all right?
Oh, I don't
know. I want to know what the ghosts eat.
Yeah, right?
Right. That's interesting, though.
Right.
I don't know why you would pick donuts to go feed the ghosts. I guess they're affordable. I don't know.
Yeah,
they're
I guess
a treat.
So.
Special treat for the spirits that can no longer put something in their belly.
Right. Like they don't have a digestive system. Like, how do you think that this is gonna work? Like if you're just energy, but
yeah,
and
I'm not talking mad shit on the monks, but a little bit, because it's just like y'all just avoiding the horse shit that we have to deal with down here. That's coming to your fucking Tibetan mountain. It's coming to your monastery. You're not gonna fucking hide from what's coming. This shit is coming. I don't give a shit how much you think you can meditate or think it away or pray the Wi-Fi away. You can't.
Right?
Sorry. Just so you know. Donuts are terrible for dead people, right? See, if it was the white powdered ones, then you could see the white on their face and stuff, and maybe like going down it.
Maybe they eat the holes.
That's pretty good. But they just pray the donuts away. That's what happened. The monks just prayed the donuts away so that their one fellow would be happy that the ghost actually ate his offering. But we have Sabrina in the house. Sabrina.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Sabrina, I'm coming to see you next weekend. I booked my hotel today. As long as they let me cross the border, I'll be there.
Yep, you're gonna meet Velvet here pretty soon. Ohio class, here she comes. Who's going to Ohio class? Is there anybody else here going to the Ohio class? Let us know in the comments.
Who's going? Tell us.
Right, Velvet's gonna get probably cavity search at the border, so prepare for that.
Hey, I might enjoy that.
Might be a good time. I don't know. Maybe they've changed their ways and they've made it really fun. Well, can you imagine if they've actually made it so good that people love crossing the border? Oh, dear Lord, save us all.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so that'll be fun. You know, just to meet people and just get out of your environment, right? To go and meet other like-minded people, meet your tribe.
Right. Got to meet Joanne. Joanne gave me a ride to the hotel we were staying at. That was was pleasant. Got to chat and meet Joanne there. And we're gonna have on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, it looks like we're gonna have some of the Verona, Missouri class reunion. We're gonna get a bunch of us that actually got to meet each other and we're gonna chat about it. Yes, I'm going to do it. And now that you're going to the Ohio class, you're going to be invited to the next reunion. That's going to include anybody from Verona, Missouri, and then Ohio. And we're going to fucking do this shit. And we're going to allow people to keep connected. You know
Are you going to do like the Scooby-Doo bus that they were talking about the other night?
We're talking about it. Firewall's already. We were talking about it when we were down in Missouri. We're talking about getting a fucking Scooby-Doo bus.
Yeah.
And doing a tour.
Have you ever heard that song Double Dutch Bus? It's an old tune. It was actually Snoop Dogg stole some of the rap in it. It was one of the a rap song from a long time ago. Well, they had a little bit of rap in there. It was fun, Double Dutch Bus. I don't know if it was a huge hit, but anyhow, it kind of reminds me of Partridge Family.
It's around that time, Partridge Family, which was what?
Well, I don't know. I just started to think about buses, and I thought about the Partridge Family, and then I thought about, Double Dutch Bus. And I'm just seeing you driving a bus with, the thing that opens the door and people waiting there all getting on, bringing whatever it is that they do, right?
Dude, I mean, we can sell t-shirts along the way, hand out PDFs, and
the Firewall's crazy about a bus. That's great.
Yes, Firewall was excited about it. It was just so funny because there was an older bus sitting over in a parking lot across from the motel we were at. We were hanging out, and I was like, there it is. It's one of the old fucking I think it was a greenish 70s green color and stuff like that. I was just like, oh my gosh. We need to get to a bus, and apparently Firewall had already been looking at it. It would be so fun.
Cool.
He will know it. It figures that he will know it. Bring the bus, and they will come. Yes. And so it'll be cool. So everybody will get to talk a little bit about what we learned, We won't give away all the secrets. Actually, the secrets just happened between the interactions with people, because it was it's just really cool when you only seen maybe even just a username in the live chat. Now all of a sudden you're that person. Okay, yes. And then you're having a conversation and you're talking about it, and it was cool, man. But yes, okay. So Joanne remembers the song, so you're not okay yet. Completely.
Well, you can't play it because you're on YouTube right now too, right?
Right, I can't play it, Joanne, because of copyright. It might just get me zapped. But if Velvet would be kind enough to sing a little of it, that'd be lovely.
That is not happening.
It's happening, and we're waiting.
No, it's not happening. You're still waiting. You're just gonna have to go on YouTube and look it up later.
What's the chorus? Come on, give us a double Dutch bus rolling down the street. Double Dutch bus. Is where everyone meets.
No.
Double Dutch bus. Or is it a double Dutch bus and a little banjo and stuff like that? Give me something.
No. It's kind of a funk. funk song, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of funk.
Some
Okay.
land healing and body work. Woohoo! Totally.
Right. So you guys, so there's going to be different feels, I think, for every class depending on where it's at, because it's a different energy everywhere you go. Verona, we got to be in like a cafe setting, which was really cool. The Ohio classes, I believe, are in they're in a hotel, right? They're going to be in a hotel setting, but you're also going to have land healing and a lot of body work with Manya there, which is going to be freaking awesome. So like, there's going to be like aspects of like each class that's going to have different characters. Like I was part of the Verona class. There's going to be, I think the South Carolina one, I think is the one that Dawn Christine from the Facebook's going to go to. So you guys will get to meet Dawn, which would be fucking awesome. But then in Ohio, you're going to have land healing and you're going to have like a super specialist in body work healing with Manya.
Cool.
Manya doing some of the bowls and doing some of the things like what you practice with the sound baths.
I was thinking about bringing some pyramids.
Do it if you can. If you can safely transport them, do it.
Yeah,
that'll definitely get you. That'll definitely get you cavity searched, but I think you're going to enjoy that.
Well, I wasn't going to bring them all. I was just going to bring a couple, just so people can experience them. But that would only be, you know, if that's okay with Sabrina. If it's not, I'm totally cool with that too. So, you know.
I think Sabrina can chime in, but I think that she'll love that. It was so short bus is only for biscuits. Absolutely, brother. I'll ride that short bus with you. We only have one more hurdle that we need to knock down, and then we're gonna launch even more of this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. GG baby. All right. Different people, different energy. Absolutely. Hotel ballroom with lots of tables and physical space. It was a smaller setting, and it was cool because it was like, I think we had just like 40 or a little over 40 people at this small cafe. We filled it, but it wasn't overwhelming, and it was like the perfect amount. And so in a bigger space, it'll be interesting to see how many people show up to some of these other ones. And yes, the South Carolina one is now scheduled. If you guys didn't see that, I think I showed that in the last episode. Pulled those up, and I also shared them as a post on YouTube, and you can find that on the Telegram. And if anybody needs to know about the Ohio classes and the South Carolina classes, they have been announced. If you need that information, just ask me. I'll see about getting it to you. I don't always see all the comments anymore, especially when I post a Sabrina Wallace video. There's like too many comments, and I'm just like, have fun, guys. Because everybody loves Sabrina Wallace. And so anyways,
for sure.
But if you need that information, please just pester me and try to get a hold of me or one of us that knows the information. Yes, and Sabrina says absolutely, Velvet. That would be amazing for folks. Much gratitude for your consideration. So there was people that showed up with other modalities. They had the ones where it was like the tuning forks where you put it on the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they brought that stuff. Bring it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one thing that doesn't translate very well over the internet is the vibration that you actually get from them, right? From the whole geometry of the, what are we looking at there? Okay.
So this is the Ohio classes. But you go ahead and keep talking. I'm just answering some questions while we go.
Okay, that's all you got. That's double Dutch bus.
All right, there's a little funk for you. Yep.
Yeah, right. Fun.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyhow. The geometry, I was talking about that.
Yeah, you'll get into the geometry, and then you'll get brought to the front of the class, and you can teach everybody and speak to the thousands of people that'll be there. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah, stop that.
I'm just teasing. I'm the same way. Sabrina, it's like, will you be our guinea pig for like the body work? She had the table set up for the second day, and I was like, yes, but I was also really nervous. But at the same time, I could just close my eyes and be faced up to the ceiling or whatever. But I was like, you're not gonna be in front of the class? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you just get to lie there.
Yeah, but I just got to lie there and I got healing work done, and then they had 3 tables set up. It was awesome. It was cool seeing other healers and people of other modalities and people like you, Velvet, that are going to join the Ohio class. You bring what you know, and everybody gets to discuss all these things. And then here on the screen is Sabrina and Dawn Christine for the July South Carolina classes, and there you go. And you can screenshot these if you need them, but there you go. That's the information for the South Carolina classes. Those ones have been announced, and more will come in time. So, but that's awesome that you're going to the Ohio class. I'm so stoked for everybody that's going to join the classes, because I'm telling you, it's freaking awesome.
Well, like I said, it's a 6-hour drive, so that's not bad. I don't know how long it will take me if they let me across the border. So we'll see what goes on with that. I would love to go to South Carolina. I've never been, so yeah. Anyhow, Ohio it is for now.
Ohio it is for now, but Ohio's gonna be awesome. You do some land healing and you get to meet Manya. That'd be really cool too.
Yeah. I know, like I said, like-minded individuals, right? I mean, I've been doing energy work for a long time, so it's going to be nice to meet other people that aren't. I was having this conversation earlier with my bestie. Just some people are so flaky, you know, like, because they're too new agey. Like this one girl I know, she's now with the Hare Krishnas, and she's like, I'm like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like, you know, that, and that's what I liked about Sabrina, because from my experience, I never studied science in school. I mean, I thought it was boring. I like science more now than I did back then. But she made sense of everything for me. And when she started talking, even though, like you, like a lot of it's just like, I still grabbed enough of it that I'm like, yes, that makes sense, because that's what I'm feeling when I'm in somebody's biofield, right? So, yeah. And now we got all these other people that are joining us. And I'm totally stoked about it.
It's going to be awesome. They really will. Yeah. And just half of it for me was just half of it for me was just being able to chat with people and meet people and have conversations like in person, as opposed to on the internet and all this stuff, and just being able to hear their experiences, some of the stuff that they know about. One guy was working on some actual cloud busters that he had built himself. He had his whole, like, this was like a local guy. He had like his whole block now had these cloud busters, and they were going to see if it helped to ward off like some of the chemtrailing and all that bullshit.
Cool.
So it was just cool chatting with people.
I know, like I grow my own vegetables, and I grow I want to have an herb farm, which is why I've been looking for the right piece of property. I'll find the right land in a crappy house, or, you know, a good house, a crappy land. It's like, can we come together, please? But I also understand that didn't happen because of my whole mother thing, right? So I'm here for a reason, although I think that now my reason's done, so I can go forward now. So please bring me my house. But yeah, I mean, I've been experimenting since I've been here with, you know, different energies in the garden, the copper and crystals and all the other good things. So I'm really excited because I've got all this stuff in my head that I want to do when I move. I just don't want to do it here. So.
Right. Because you'll be able to really set up, because you got so much stuff in that small space that you have, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my backyard is a decent size, and I've done what I can with it. But, you know, listen, I was showing Buma earlier some of my herbies.
Yes, and some of that some of that was the conversation too, people talking about their gardens and stuff and what's working for them and what's not and what they're seeing.
Right.
How are the bees where you're at up in Canada?
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. They're okay. Right? Not tons, but we do. I just want to,
as many.
I just want to talk just quickly.
Okay.
These are chive blossoms. And people throw these away, but you actually eat them. But okay, so when I first found that out years and years ago, I thought, I can eat these? Don't do that. Do not do that. Because these have a very strong onion flavor. So you pick the little pieces apart. I don't know if you can see that little piece that I picked off of there, like, you know, dandelion fluff. And you eat those. Put them in a salad. They're great. This,
like a little bit.
Oh yeah, listen, just a little bit there. Ooh, onion. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Garlic chives have white flowers. You can do the same thing with them. These spiky things is my sage that's in bloom right now.
Wow, it's blooming.
Yeah, it's blooming.
Is that good when it blooms? Don't you use the leaves of sage?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do with? You can use the blooms for stuff too.
Well, you can eat them too. See, there's a sage leaf. Well, sure, why not?
All right.
You can eat the leaf. Why can't you eat the flower?
I don't know. Have you ever eaten that, or is this the first time?
No, and they're sweeter. They're sweeter than the sage leaves, right? So up in northern climates, we can't grow white sage. So I grow the sage that grows around here, which is our typical kind of garden sage. But I go out and I'll tell it how beautiful it is, and I'll stroke its leaves, and as I water it, we're always exchanging energy. So as far as I'm concerned, my sage is more important, especially when I work with it, than sorry, I thought I had that one.
How dare you?
Actually, come on. That was my buddy who just had to put his cat down yesterday. So.
Oh my gosh, my heart goes out to him. I know that's freaking tough.
I know. I haven't talked to him. Anyhow. Now I'm not going to start tripping.
You're already tripping. It's a trip. You're in it.
Yeah, I guess. So, yeah. So I think that my sage is better than, for me, than the white sage that I can buy in a store, right? Because it has my energy in it. We've exchanged energy.
Right. We're talking about local, what's native to your area, and you're in that area. Yes.
Yeah. I have sweetgrass growing back there, which of course is something that the natives used. And, and these big leaf things, those are mint. So.
Yep.
My mint tea.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Got to meet Target of 714.
Pineapple sage is so nice, but does it grow all year round where you are? Because it doesn't grow all year round here. Like it's annual, not a perennial. There you go. Local sage, local molecules. Yeah.
Yep, that's how it works, right?
Exactly. So yeah, there you go. So don't throw away your chive flowers or all your other flowers out there. I mean, they're good to eat. It was funny. Somebody was going through my garden the other day and they said, "Oh, you have ants on your peonies too." I said, "Well, yeah, the peonies need the ants, because the peonies, they give off this sticky substance and the ants eat it and it helps them blossom." So if people knew more about how nature, we need to stop screwing around with it and just leave it alone, because everything does work with each other. But that's not going to happen because they're changing our reality.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Number one to sage farm. Oh, what? +1 to sage farming? Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up, I think.
Yeah.
Keeping track of Velvet's stats for the trading card game. I know, right? We could have some wild cards in here. I can't wait. To get this thing rolling. It's going to be fun for the community. It's going to be fun for disclosure, as far as putting some heat out there in a new way and some games and all this kind of stuff. Ooh, it's going to be so good. All right, I got two things I want to address real quick.
Okay.
Coley, are you doing your homework?
Coley.
Your biscuits homework? Let us know, Coley. And if you need help, just ask. We'll help you through some of that or whatnot. But we really want to make sure that we help you out in that situation that we had that show about, the medical malpractice, really. And then Velvet, I have a question for you. Are you prepared?
Yes. I don't know.
I know.
You're making me nervous again.
Gonna put you on the spot here.
What?
In the first episode, you said that Biscuits was an alien.
I did not.
You did. We have it on video.
You probably twisted my words.
I don't think so. I don't have the clip here right now, but I think you called him an alien. And would you like to say that that is not the case and butter that up a little bit, if you will?
Butter it up. No, I do not recall saying that. But if I did, you're not an alien.
There you go, Biscuits. You're not an alien. You're the sweet, buttery Biscuits we all love. He's so sensitive, and we just want to make sure that we love the biscuit and we butter the biscuit, add a little honey to the biscuit, and just love on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We love our biscuits.
Okay. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Which I watched that show the other day. Yeah, cool.
Oh no! Now what? Charlie's calling you an alien.
Wait.
I said I thought I was an alien. She just confirmed it. Oh man! See, we're just having fun here. When we're asking, is this really reality? When we were talking about just doing a show, and yes, Velvet also does, the sound healing and sound baths. We'll do some more of that or whatnot. But we had some really great conversations leading up to the first one, and I just like bringing real people on with real talk and like having some great conversation with the community. Some other people will get an opportunity. We had Coley on.
Yeah.
We'll have more people on. And so now Biscuits is getting nervous. Oh man, everybody's starting to go, oh, what is Biscuits? Oh man. So what is within surrounds? It is why plants grow stronger when you speak or sing to them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Right? Frequency, vibration. So is that there you go. See now.
Oh God. See, look at this. Look at this. Velvet rejects the idea that she ever called Biscuits an alien.
Oh,
so
no.
She does not. So we could probably prove her wrong, even though I don't think when she said it, I think she was just joking around. But so it's just an ongoing little joke or whatever. But now we have not only Charlie saying, "Wait, Biscuits isn't an alien," to Sabrina Wallace saying Biscuits is absolutely an augmented alien human, a biscuit biologic badass. Oh man.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's welcome. What is that? Nanu.
Nanu. Yes. That was my stage music for my presidential campaign for sure. Right. Oh God. Can you guys only imagine if we got big enough to where we could run a small campaign for Biscuits for president?
Never.
Are you accusing me of being a plain old human?
Of being a plain old human. Those words, no, not to describe you at all.
What's up, Crystal? This is fun, putting everybody on the spot, and then all of a sudden the heat is now off of Velvet, and it is now on Charlie, Sabrina. Who else chimed in? There's all kinds of people in the chat that Biscuits will take note of, and it'll be forever in the wiki files. The slander against the Biscuits. How dare any of you?
Oh my goodness.
We have some fun here. All right. So I just wanted to address some of those things. Do you want to get to some of these videos, though, that you shared? Well, I think some of this stuff, when we talk about, is this reality? Some of these are really good videos to talk on.
Okay. Well, before we get there, I want to talk to you. All right. I just want to, this is something else I was talking to my bestie about today. I said, you know what creeps me out is the sound of an EV, like an electric vehicle. It creeps me out.
Yeah.
That sound, right?
I've never driven one. I've watched them driven, and I've listened to them when I've seen them out like in public when you can like kind of hear them coming up, but it's really creepy, the hum. Yeah. But yet I can't imagine actually hitting the gas. I mean, you're so used to a gas vehicle where like, you get that rev, and these are just like me. Like I don't even know if they change gear. They just They just have like a hum, and it's like, I don't know. Would you drive faster because you're not regulated by like the feeling and the sound of what a gas engine car does?
Well, I did a little digging on them today. So we're not picking on
Coley is so protective of the biscuits. She wants in on this Allison shit too. She's like, bring me in. She's like, I'll take care of Allison. Coley's got your back, biscuits.
Okay, so apparently EVs, they give off between 50 and 20,000 hertz. All right, so from like kind of just creeping along to accelerating.
Okay.
So the human hearing hears between 2 and 4,000 hertz, right? But so if we take something like 15,000 hertz instead of the top of what they said is 20,000 hertz, it triggers your sympathetic nervous system. And it can cause tension and anxiety within you, which I thought was pretty interesting. Now, 20,000 seems to be the upper limit of what the human ear can actually hear, but it can affect the brain activity and lead to physical damage. And I thought, wow, that is kind of cool. So it, I know,
it's
like
kind
all
of
these
cool.
things.
It's kind of cool to know that so that you're aware, or what?
Well, think about all the stuff that's floating through the air, right? So you've got, hang on a minute. I made lots of notes today. I told you I was making notes today. My husband calls Tessa.
I know, but you just said it could be physically harmful to the human body, right?
Yeah, no, it's true.
And then you followed that with like, so that's awesome.
Oh, did I? No, I was probably reading somebody's thing.
Somebody got you on video.
About the biscuits.
Picking biscuits out of context. So it harms the human body, so that's awesome because it turns out Velvet is the alien and she's a reptilian trying to destroy us all.
Yeah, right? There we go.
Anyways, go ahead.
So this kind of ties in too with these, I don't know which one you want to hit up first, the data centers that are giving off this low constant hum all the time.
Yes.
Somewhere in there, I can't even remember where I put it now, but about what it's emitting into the air as well. So play this video. Let me look over here and see where
I had never heard of this guy, but this guy apparently has even gone on with Theo Vaughn. Interesting. 5149 James Lee, but here he goes. This is an interesting video here.
What it sounds like to live right next to an AI data center. Take a listen. Data centers are also sucking up so much water that parts of the Rio Grande are now bone dry. No more water. And if you're lucky enough to still have water, it's extremely toxic and polluted.
This is where I fill up water for storage. Those are the things we have to fill up to flush the toilets.
So you can see the sediment from the data center. Wow, and that's just from the water coming out of your faucet.
Yeah.
And if you so dare oppose any of this, then you must be a bot or a paid CCP spy, according to Representative Anna Paulina Luna. In fact, according to new reporting from Ken Klippenstein, there is now a new intelligence agency that has been created specifically to track AI or anti-AI data center critics. And protesting the construction of new AI data centers could actually land you on the domestic terror watch list. I guess I'm a terrorist. This is what...
Isn't that fucking crazy? And that I've heard that shit is really going on.
Yeah.
Here he is with Theo Vaughn, which is interesting.
Well,
Theo, I know. I mean, he's a big name, connected in Rogan, and all that kind of stuff. But every once in a while, he covers at least some stuff where it's like he's really good at controlled op, if that's the case. But go ahead with what you wanted to talk about with that video.
No, I was just going to say that in Canada here, we're getting some really some mega centers because we have a lot of fresh water here. Now, apparently Brazil has the most fresh water, and then Russia, and then Canada. But as far as people goes and consumption, we're number one on that list because, we have such a big country and we don't have, although you'd never know because of all the immigrants that we've been bringing in, but we have a relatively low population. And all the fresh water lakes that we have in this country is huge, which, by the way, when they divided the country, like North America, they should have done it vertically and not horizontally. So we could have had at least a place to go with some warm weather. Like, right?
Spoken like a true Canadian.
Yes, right?
Be thankful for what you have. You and your mountaineers. Isn't that what they're called?
Mountaineers.
Or don't
the RCMP? The Royal
that's
Canadian
your police.
Mounted
That's like your
Police.
police force or whatever. They wear like the mountaineer hat.
Well, they're more out west. We don't have them so much here. I mean, the city that I live in now, they're proposing. So where I live, it's a place called Hamilton. So Hamilton is always known as Steel Town. We had Stelco and DeFasco and everything. Anyhow, Stelco, I guess, went tits up around here. So, but they're right on the lake. So they have this Hamilton Bay where they come in, pick up the steel and can go out through the Great Lakes. Anyhow, this Stelco area is where they're going to put the data center right by the Great Lakes. So they can just suck that sucker dry, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's just, they're going up everywhere. And I guess Alberta is going to have they're proposing like a 1 gigawatt, which is enormous, data center out there. Now we don't have as many as you right now, but we're getting there.
Well, no one's freaking even close to the United States.
Yeah, I know.
You guys, okay, here, let me pull this up. And I mean, they're popping up so fast that it's the number's probably changing rapidly. But anyways, I mean, look at the difference here. The next one is Germany, but we have anywhere between 4,100 in the United States to 5,400, and they have a plus right next to it because they're putting up so many so fast. We have 46% to over 50% of global capacity. The next is Germany, and then if you find Canada down here, you guys got 330 to 500. I mean, I don't know why there's such a big discrepancy. You would think, I mean, I guess because they're in the middle of building them, maybe.
Yeah. But you know what? Again, nobody's asking why. Well, and everybody thinks that maybe it's because of their computer or their cell phone or something, or,
Charlie Lighthouse Keeping is asking why.
Oh, okay. Well, because it's to collect data on you. They have to, they're collecting everything about you. This is your new reality that you are being shoved into, whether you like it or not.
Data is king.
Which pisses me off. I mean, can we just not be happy? Like, just leave us alone. But they can't do that. Like, because I'm sure that, what the heck was that? Something just flew into my face. I'm sure that people that, even the ones that control everything, I know it's all about power and greed and everything, but don't they want to be happy? Or maybe they're just miserable. I don't know. Why can't we just be happy?
Why does Russia not have a bunch? Russia has between 175 to 255. You would think because of how cool it gets up in that climate that they'd be able to rock and roll a bunch of freaking data centers. Maybe they're focused just on tanks and fucking missiles to destroy data centers and drones to destroy data centers. Who freaking knows? But I'm actually surprised with how much
they're all in bed together. Right. They are. So apparently they say that it gives off the same sort of frequency as hydro towers. Okay, and let's talk about hydro towers for a minute. We don't need hydro towers. We have energy all around us, right? That we could connect to. But no, we have to have all this crap in our air. Sometimes I just drive down the road and try to imagine what it would be like without having all these hydro towers everywhere or wires in the air. And now think about the frequencies that those are giving off. I mean, you're being bombarded all the time between your microwaves and your remote controls and your Wi-Fi and your smart meters, and smart anything, and your cell phones. And it's just constant, right? So it's no wonder people are having issues. So
do you think if we showed up like in the Bible where they were gosh, I really need to learn a little bit more about my Bible, but when they were trying to knock down the walls, where was that at? You're not necessarily into the Bible,
I
right?
guarantee you know much more about the Bible than I do.
Anyway, somebody could throw it in the chat where they use sound to bring down the walls. If we had, if you and everybody had one of these crystal pyramids, and we had tens of thousands of us, and we showed up and we like tried to get around a data center, or at least maybe just a wall, and we just sent that energy to the data center, do you think it would just freaking end it? It would like destroy it with sound?
Well, they'd know that you were making it before you even got there. That's the problem.
So you're saying they would slaughter us all before we had a chance to take it down, Jericho?
Probably.
So easy, right, guys? So retarded. Whatever.
So like, even if you look back in the World's Fair, right, early 1900s, late 1800s, they had all these copper spires on top of antennas, lightning rods. Yeah, right. Right, but they were put in specific geometric patterns so they could harvest the energy that was coming through the air. And they got rid of all of those. They tore them all down and melted down all the copper. Nice, because we can't have anything that's healing. Same as like rose windows. We go into the whole rose windows thing. That's actually quite fascinating. In the old cathedrals.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I'm still thinking about the crystal pyramids and taking down data centers. So.
Right. Well, it would have to be a hell of a pyramid.
It'd be a lot of them.
If you can do it, do it.
All right, we need the first round, the first people, and we'll videotape it and stay far away from you all. And we'll have no connection to you. And this did not begin here. I did not plan this, just so we're saying. I'm just saying a theoretical fictional book. I'm writing a fictional book, y'all. And I'd like for at least some of the people here in this fictional community to go out and go to a fictional data center in mass and gong and hit crystal pyramids and send positive sound waves towards the data center and see what happens. And then fictionally let us know. And if we don't hear back from you, then we know. As I'm touching my character.
Go ahead.
Anyways,
finish it.
I'm touching. I just noticed I was doing that. That was very weird. Okay. All right. So I'm just letting you know, if anybody wants to try to do that, get a bunch of your hippie friends around fictionally. Just whatever.
Right.
Show up at and don't go on the property. Don't trespass. Just stand around in your hippie gear with your hippie gongs and all that kind of stuff and see what happens. See if anything happens.
All right.
Drones just coming. Turn them into a pile of dust. D, if you want to do a show on data centers, I would be very into it. Like just about everything, it comes down to heat and treason. Right. But that's because we got a lot of shit to do, man. We're going to have like so many shows because I still want to do one about the feline coronavirus that I never heard about that killed my freaking cat.
Yeah. Right. What's that all about?
So, okay. So with the rose windows, yes. So, I mean, it's along the same lines because that's what they were doing with some of this stuff, right? There was a purpose to ways that they constructed those cathedrals.
Well, the cathedrals and the rose windows specifically, too, because they were all tuned with a bronze tuning forks. And they do have resonant frequencies of 64, 128, 256, 512, right? So all the perfect octaves would vibrate within this. So please tell them about how the objects affect the body when you sing, chant, and pray with the right hand. No, I'm not. Sabrina, where'd you go? No, okay.
Are you scared to be by yourself?
Hey.
Are you scared to be by yourself?
No, you look like you're losing weight though. You losing weight?
People got to see me at the conference or whatever.
Yeah.
See, I'm not as big as everybody thinks I am.
Ah. But you didn't answer the question.
I've lost a little bit of weight, but I don't have a scale to know exactly what I weigh.
Okay. So, okay. Where was I going with this?
You were gonna teach us about the acoustics that happen within the cathedrals because of the rose glass on the windows.
That's Sabrina's job. She can. No, I'm not as versed in that stuff.
Well, they also have the organs. Were you going to talk about anything like that regarding the cathedrals, or did you just talk about the glass aspect?
No, I was going to talk a little bit more about the glass because they had concave curves in them. They also had raw quartz crystals. They had 12 of them apparently in each window. And there's
should we do a twerking video?
Oh my goodness. Shake that booty. Shake, shake, shake. Can you twerk?
What I can't really twerk. I don't even. It is what it is.
Have
I'll
you
leave
tried
that
to
for the
twerk?
ladies. I mean, I don't really have the jiggle like is necessary for a proper twerk.
Oh, anyhow, the different the glass had a concave curve to it, right? So when they were exposed to specific sound frequencies, the glass would vibrate. So
back with a crack, then basically.
Excuse me. It's a back with a crack.
We're basically we're doing everything that we can to derail Velvet at her attempt now, 5 minutes into hoping to talk about rose-colored glass with my back with a crack. Yes, I need to work on my gluteus maximuses and get my booty going. So when I do my advertising for my internet booty beads, I mean, I'm gonna have to shake that ass. It's just the way it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, people love it. People love it. All right, what do you want to talk about with your boring red rose glass talk?
It's not. See, you're not even paying attention because it's not red rose. That's tea. What?
Red rum. Red rum.
Show the next video. Forget the windows. Doesn't matter.
I don't think we're gonna get to it.
It's boring.
All the booty violations just happened, and then, like we said when we started this, because we were talking about it before we came on. Internet's forever, so somebody's gonna take that clip of me showing my booty. I didn't realize there was a big tag on the back of these shorts. I guess it's still cool, right? Anyways, all right.
Okay.
Seriously though, okay, we're all calm now, right? We're calm down.
We're not. I told you I was in a weird mood, right? And it's just kind of like spreading out there right into the chat tonight. It's just a weird night.
It is.
I don't know what you walked into, but you know, hey, hi.
I'm gonna bust out that booty and do whatever I gotta do to sell the internet of booty beads. I'm telling you, we're gonna try to get our asses disconnected from the cloud. It's gonna be a defense mechanism, and it might have to do with this red or whatever are you talking about? Rose tinted glass.
No. It's okay.
I need to know because I might be. Can we make booty beads out of them?
What? No. What? Okay. Why don't you just go in and play another video and let me see if I can find something here. And oh, what did I do? I got rid of you. What the heck?
I can still see you and hear you just fine.
Oh, hang on. Okay, there you are. Jeez.
Do I need to show my booty again?
No. Well, I mean, maybe some people would like that. I don't know.
Nope. One time for every like 100 shows or something like that. I haven't heard Biscuits even chime in. I haven't even heard Biscuits chime in. He probably just texted me and said, "Bro, our work relationship is over now." So it was nice working with you, but I can't be associated with somebody that's showing their butt on camera like that.
Oh, I love that. I love the back with the crack. I've never heard that before.
Back with the crack. When I was back in my more athletic times, I had a better little booty. Are you ready to do something here?
We believe you.
Are you doing?
Yeah, you know what? I've given up.
Do you have the screen open so you can actually see it? Or StreamYard?
No, I'm trying to get a picture of one of the rose windows so you can see what it's like.
I mean, I've seen them. I can pull one up probably. Rose window cathedral.
Put rose window cathedral. And you can
Yes,
see what
it's
they
not-
look like.
It's
They're
not
very
hard,
intricate. They're
okay?
beautiful. They're
Everyone
beautiful.
just needs to calm down, all right?
Nah, it's not that, you'd think it was a full moon or something. My goodness.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
All right.
See? Of course, they've screwed all those up too. So.
Ooh, look at that purple.
Yeah, right? So when the choir sung in the cathedrals, specific frequencies would make the window actually move, like it would resonate, which is really cool.
Like it would change with the sound, the actual light?
Yeah, well, it would create different zones of acoustic pressure, right? And it would extend like 15 meters or something like that out into the nave. And yeah, no, it was really cool. They used to call it the mirror of sounds.
The mirror of sounds.
Yeah, and it would actually purify the air with the different frequencies that it would put out.
This sounds excellent for the internet of booty beads. I mean, they would be red colored glass beads that would improve the air coming out of your booty. So not only would your fart smell better, but you would be disconnected from the cloud and the acoustics would sound amazing. We will have fart videos that are absolute music video material that'll dwarf the music industry with the internet of Booma's booty beads.
Okay, well, we've covered blue balls, butt cracks, Booma beads.
Back to you, Velvet.
Where are we going with all of this tonight? Like,
back to you, Velvet.
Play a video. Just play a video.
Charlie's on the same level as Velvet. I've had some really rough days, and so I'm just going crazy on this one because
we need laughter's healing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with that camera that I showed my booty to.
and you needed the laugh tonight. So there you go. That's what this is all about. It's actually not about any information. It's just about having a good time, making you laugh and raising your vibration. How's that?
There you go. Every serious conversation that Velvet has tried to have, I have derailed it. I am not doing it on purpose. I am just letting my hair down because it's been a rough go. And if we could get some prayers for Mama Samurai's back, that would be appreciative because she is not doing that great.
Hey, Mama San.
Anyways, let's get into some of these things that make us all feel warm and fuzzy and happy about the future.
Oh, yeah.
That Velvet has provided for us. And let's get into this cashless society that's coming in hot. This is going to make us all feel warm and fuzzy about what's happening right now.
Everybody, how's the New World Order treating you?
How is this illegal? That's what I want to know. Are you recording?
Do you need help?
I don't know. Do I? What? So this is a reverse ATM. People come with cash and they can't use it. They have to come here.
Correct.
That's
It's a cashless building.
I have never seen a reverse ATM. So the idea is it works just like a regular ATM, but instead of putting in your card and getting cash, you put in your cash and get a card.
But also, because it's a regular debit Visa card, you can use it outside of the building.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go to Walmart or McDonald's or Target, wherever you want to spend your money, it's just a regular debit Visa card.
A growing number of businesses will not even accept cash anymore.
Yeah, they are starting to set up reverse ATMs. It quickly turns cash into a prepaid debit card to be used on the fly. And Dre Clark explains from New York City. Dre, I've never heard of this. Mitch has never heard of this. What's it about?
Yeah, I never heard of it either until I read about it last night. It's relatively new, but it's slowly but surely catching on. Cash is really still king, but reverse ATMs are definitely the way of the future as more businesses look for ways to go cashless. Here at Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, they already have machines inside the arena that can actually convert your cash into a debit card here. Now, here you can see exactly how it works. You load money into a kiosk like you see here, and within seconds, you can get a receipt confirming your conversion and a prepaid active card. Many of the prepaid cards are either MasterCard or Visa, and you can use them anywhere where those cards are accepted. Some kiosks may actually charge you a $5 fee for the card. Meanwhile, amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and many professional sports venues are already using the cash to card kiosk.
Because a digital currency, and this is all accepted. This is all accepted. This is not theory. Is programmable. They can program a digital currency to mean you can only spend it on certain things and you can't spend it on others not designated by the government. And it's programmable so it can only be spent in a certain area. So if you go outside of your zone, your money won't work. And not only that, it means that when you go past one of these number plate cameras, when you quote shouldn't, you won't be able to challenge the fine because the fine will be taken out of your digital account the moment you transgress. This is what's happening.
Hey, everybody.
It's called geofencing, David Icke. Watch Sabrina.
Right. David Icke needs to go through your Freemason sniffer biscuits. And yes, biscuits ends at his driveway or right at the wall of Facebook. I don't know if you heard about that, Velvet, but we tried to set it. We're going to try to set up a Facebook account for GGCO. And Biscuits had never really had a problem with Facebook or anything like that, but he signed up. And as soon as it went to the page where it should have been like, welcome to Facebook, it was like, your account has been banned. Not even for a microsecond did Biscuits ever have a fucking Facebook account.
Well,
and,
that's because they know
him
he's an alien.
Oh, there it is again. Clip number 2. We're going to make a montage of all the times Velvet called Biscuits an alien. But now it's not just Velvet. There's Sabrina's even joining in on it, along with Charlie and some of you others. The poor little guy's feelings are going to be hurt. But yes, David Icke needs to go through the Freemason sniffer. However, I do agree with a lot of things that he said there and that he says in general, honestly. This is like crazy to me. So they're going to charge you for the card to carry around.
I know.
It's kind of like what they've done now, like in most, like even video game, like arcades for like pinball and stuff like that. Instead of carrying around quarters now, which was, it's a lot of stuff to carry around a bunch of quarters if you got a lot of them. But now you give them money and then you get a card that you put in to a machine in order to use it. I think it's the same thing with slot machines, is that you have a certain amount of money on a card. That's what they've been doing for a little while in those senses. But now they literally have a reverse ATM where instead of putting in a card and getting cash out, you're putting cash in and they're giving you a card, and that card is your monetary whatever to only use for certain things.
Yeah. I mean, how insane is that? So what are we going to do, community? We're going to use cash and not shop at these places like David's Tea. Do you have David's Tea down there? Okay.
No, I don't. I've never heard of that one.
Well, it's just a place that sells tea and all things tea related. Anyhow, a couple years ago, I went in there because somebody had suggested that they wanted something specifically from this place for Christmas. So I went in to buy something and they did not accept cash. Well, I am never shopping there again. And I will not shop at any place. And this is how we can retaliate, I guess. In the long run, I mean, most people are just going to go along with it. But, I still get paper billing. Like, do not give me online. And they're always pushing, right? do our online billing. No, I'm not doing that. You can send me a piece of paper. Same with the cash. I mean, I refuse to shop anywhere where they're doing this, where they're implementing this. And I'll talk to their manager about it too. So, because there's a couple places now in a small town here that are doing that they're not taking cash. It's like, excuse me, can I talk to your manager? So
right. And then when I haven't flown for a long time now, but when earlier on, I don't know when it was, because there was a switchover. So when you flew on a plane, you had to have cash in order to buy like upgraded meal, for example, or maybe, I don't know, whatever they were offering.
Just a snack now anymore.
Right, or headphones to watch a movie or whatever it was.
Right.
And then it switched to like they don't want cash and you can't use cash, to only cards.
Yeah. Well, that's not happening then. I guess I'm going without.
Yep, they're slowly moving us to the cashless society where they will be able to control all of our, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely. And I mean, I didn't think about the whole programmable part. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, Coley. Yeah, all of us need to do that. Absolutely.
Yep,
so we have a paper up here called Druthers, and it's an alternative paper, right? But I have to read you this because it's so ridiculous. On the back it says Absurdity Observer, and it says some of the most absurd happenings in recent weeks. So listen to this. I need my glasses. Hang on. A Canadian member of Parliament just dropped the longest victim acronym in Canadian history. Get this, ready? MMIWG2SLGBTQQIA+, which stands for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, Two-Spirit, Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer, Questioning, Intersex, Asexual. So she addressed the 16-character acronym while addressing Parliament about budget cuts to these services.
16 now, huh?
16, we're only 10 away from the whole alphabet. I mean, like, you know.
Oh my God. And then they're going to have A+, A2, A1, A2, A3.
Oh, and also now, see, now you guys need to know a little bit more about Canada because we are your neighbors. And, you know, Trump keeps saying that we're going to be the 51st state, which, you know, whatever. What will be, will be. At least I'll have a warm place where I can go. And go, what is this?
Read it.
I did. The Buma beads.
For those of you that are listening, the few of you that download these and just listen to the audio, which is unfortunate because you don't get to see my epic beard or Velvet's very groovy glasses. Those are
like my groovy glasses.
Yeah, those are groovy, as they say.
They're blue light too, or whatever. Who cares? Whatever.
Oh, really? That's a stylish blue light glasses. Those are freaking awesome, and they match your whole freaking outfit.
Right? Do they? Cool.
Yeah, your earrings and everything. Anyways, Anti-Parasitic says, I'm going to petition the central bankers to only issue programmable money that could be converted to Buma beads. Yes, there will be a worldwide riot overnight. That's awesome. Oh man, we're gonna get those booty beads out. I'll be doing more booty dances as soon as that happens. I thought someone out there, I can't remember who it was. Somebody told me they were working on a prototype for some Buma booty beads. Now I'm not saying I don't know what exactly they were creating. It would probably be just for funsies. I hope.
I wonder what they're made out of.
Right.
Oh.
Curious, right?
You know, because in some of these hot countries, they use camel shit to play games. You know, just like thinking, you know, it would be great for the environment if it were to use, I don't know, rabbit pellets or something. Rabbit poop. You've seen that?
Well, that's probably what we're going to be left with if we can't use any of our money because we don't have any money because they took it from us and it's in a digital form that they control. So we're going to be the ones that are playing on the streets with rabbit shit and camel dung.
Well, there you go. Hey, it's basically
juggling it.
It's basically what our cash is anyhow, right? It's not worth the paper it's written on. So It's just a form of a trade, energetic trade.
We'll be begging for straws from people so that we could stick the rabbit poop pellets and I could shoot it over, hit Velvet right in the face.
Like a pea shooter.
Have a little bit of fun before I die of starvation, like in Hunger Games. Oh my god! Glad I could help. We were talking about nonsense. This is the nonsense. If anything, this matches reality, because reality is at the point of retardation levels that are so ridiculous that we can only attempt to try to match it with ridiculousness that happens on this show now, episode 2 with Velvet. Thank you, Velvet.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's just craziness. Okay, you want to hear another one?
Here we go. Hold on. Here we go with Charlie. Hold on now. Rabbit poop is super valuable. So instead of D Booma San wasting it by shooting it as pellets through a straw at people's faces for fun, we need to preserve the rabbit poop because it's super valuable. And she calls them bunny berries, and they will be our form of currency. Because we're not allowed to have actual currency, we will barter with bunny berries. There you go.
Bunny berries.
And we have gone full retard, even though they would say, don't go full retard. This is full retard. Here we are. Bunny berries is our currency. Congratulations,
there
humanity.
You go. Fertilizer. It's all fertilizer, right? Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here's another ridiculous thing. Canada now classifies dead naming, which means using a transgender person's birth name as gender-based violence. So, and it's on canada.ca, right? So our official government website.
That is ridiculous too. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's going on. It's
so by using somebody's actual birth name when they've decided to transition or force you to call them what they want you to call them, by using their birth name or their biological gender, you are now basically verbally assaulting them, and that is a crime.
That is gender-based violence.
Oh God. We're going to need a lot of bunny berries and some awesome straws, and we need to take out a lot of people with them.
Right? I know. It's true. It's true. So, and then I love this. So they're going on about how UBC, University of British Columbia, is advertising a job position in forestry, but they're only hiring people who self-identify as disabled. But so what they put in here is, in other words, straight men need not apply. I mean, that's ridiculous. What is going on? Oh my goodness.
And then we didn't really get into it, but in the first video about the data centers.
No, I'll come back to that. You need chicken poop to make gunpowder. No, honestly, wait a minute. Is that true?
What? I don't know.
Well,
you never know with biscuits. You never know with biscuits. I've never heard that chicken poop is needed to make gunpowder, but if it's possible to make gunpowder from chicken poop, then there it is. Boom. Okay, well, let's look it up. I've never heard of that. That's amazing. Is chicken poop.
Everyone's going to run out and get chickens now.
Or gunpowder.
Oh, think about how useful the chicken is.
Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Fucking biscuits. Only fucking biscuits comes up with this kind of shit. Yet there is something to it. Chicken poop is not strictly needed to make modern gunpowder, but traditional black powder requires 3 main ingredients: potassium nitrate, salt, pepper, charcoal, and sulfur. While bird and bat guano historically served as critical biological source for harvesting potassium nitrate, Modern black powder uses lab-grade potassium nitrate synthesized through commercial chemistry. So
so it's all natural. It's natural gunpowder.
The nitrate source gunpowder needs an oxidizer to burn rapidly. So I'm guessing it's part of this whole thing. Biological processes, manure, chicken, bat, guano, etc. is naturally rich in nitrogen. So there you go.
Okay, so biscuits is human shit then. Can we use that?
We can throw it at them. That's for sure.
that's like what is it? The orangutans? Who is it?
Yes. So what's going to happen in the future is that some of us that are still alive are going to be thrown into zoos, and then that we're going to become the zoo animals. And I am going to make sure to throw as much as my shit at the augmented humans that are half cyborgs as possible.
with your bunny berries.
Oh.
Wow. There we go.
And that's Leon 81, and I give you guys my poo. Thank you. We have much poo flinging to do.
Aw, you made a rhyme. You're a poet.
Only I write Biscuits notes. So every topic that actually comes up, this is like I could have some input on that. We got like multiple shows that we need to do, plus GG co-work, plus the back end stuff that no one knows about, but that is super high grade freaking work that Biscuits is doing. So we've got a lot of work to do. Let's just work nonstop. We're just gonna go into full-time production constantly. There's no break times. We're just gonna pound it all out. But yes, I will. When I'm in the human zoo and the highly augmented people are looking at humans like, wow, that's what they really were. I am going to have the gnarliest fucking beard and hair everywhere. And I will hopefully just keep pulling on my armpit hair until it grows out really long. And I'll just like put poo, dingleberries in my armpits. And I will be throwing it at them like crazy. And I will be the most disgusting human being they can imagine until they just put me out of my misery.
This is the evolution of man. Look where we came from.
Y'all act like you've never manufactured explosives in a clandestine manner before.
Can't say that I ever have, to tell you the truth. But thank you for enlightening us.
Chickens equals weapons of mass destruction. Yes, painfully beautiful productions. We're going through a rebranding process here on the show as we speak. Oh my goodness, that is genius anti-parasitic. I gotta remember that one, please. Don't let me forget. Painfully Beautiful Productions is bringing the internet of Buma booty beads.
This is starting to sound more and more like a Monty Python sketch.
This is a better show than you ever could imagine. Say yes.
Well, I'm so glad I did my homework today and made all these notes because they've.
I know, right? Because you were really going to just bring the science and art and all whatever it is that you were going to talk about.
Yeah,
and I just threw poo at it and then we threw it out the window.
It was all shit anyhow. So there you go.
Explosive poos. Oh my goodness. Okay. This has been awesome. So what notes do you have next, Velvet, that I could destroy and turn into a fucking skit?
Well, we have the one about the flowers. Did you want to play that?
This I had never heard this before, but this is actually really frightening, and you might want to know about this. I had never heard about this, but this is freaky. So, toxic flowers. More people are starting to question what's really being sprayed on store-bought flowers. Here we go, people. You think that you're getting some nice flowers for somebody. Maybe they're in the hospital feeling ill, and you're going to just fill their room with these fucking flowers and bouquets, or you're getting them for your loved one, or whatever the scenario may be. But you might be bringing in toxic flowers into the hospital. I mean, hospitals sell flowers all the time. Are they getting it from a place like this? Because did you know
that all the flowers that you buy at your florist or your supermarket for, your sweetheart, your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, it's all toxic. And I mean, unbelievably toxic. So toxic, in fact, that the workers in the warehouses where they handle these flowers, roses, all that, they have to wear hazmat suits. because they dip these things in these toxic chemicals to preserve them, make them last longer, all of that, keep them fresh, what have you. And then what's the first thing that you do when you go buy these for somebody, or when you're looking to buy them for your girlfriend, wife, whatever? What's the first thing you do? You grab the damn things and you stick it up to your face and you breathe in to smell it. So you're literally huffing unbelievably toxic chemicals that cause cancer. Watch this video.
Are those flowers? So we can't even smell the roses anymore? It's everything. It's literally everything. What have they not poisoned? It honestly might be a shorter list of things that they have not poisoned than the things that they do poison.
Guys, did you have any idea that this stuff was going on behind the scenes? I mean, it's just mind-boggling. Everywhere we turn, everything in our life is toxic. Why is that? Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why is everything toxic? Why are they using chemicals they know cause cancer and kill us slowly? You know why? Because they own the medical systems and the pharmaceutical companies. The same people that own everything behind the scenes and control it all. They use the products and materials and chemicals that make you sick so that they can then feed you the toxic drugs that mask the symptoms but aren't going to heal anything, so that they can drag out the sickness as long as possible to make as much money off you until the day you die.
Truth. Right? So, speaking of, all the wild roses around here now are in bloom. So tomorrow morning, that's what I'm doing. I'm going and picking all kinds of them. I'm going to try to make my own rose essential oil.
Right.
And they haven't been sprayed.
Well, they've been sprayed maybe with a little bit of nano dust.
Yeah, well, hey, but at this point, it's like everyone talking about the tattoos, right? The other day. I mean, you could drive yourself crazy with all the different things. Like, you can't wear nail polish. You can't, dye your hair. You can't be doing. Really? Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, so, I mean, everything is toxic, like the guy says.
Right.
Which, by the way.
This is. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's balanced. Tonight's not feeling that way.
Hey, I am having a hell of a great time, just so you all know. I do not care if no one else is. What were you going to say there?
Well, what I was going to say is that, a lot of people, of course, are starting to explore herbal medicines, going back to that kind of thing. I know they've all been sprayed and they're all, whatever. Anyhow, yesterday my allergies were driving me crazy.
Right.
So I also grow some stinging nettles out the back. So if you go and flagellate yourself with some, with some
flatulence
nettles. What?
Did you say flatulence?
No, but you heard that, which is not a surprise.
If you flatulate, when you say you flatulate on yourself, I assume you're just farting on yourself. That's very strange.
Nah, you know what flagellation is? Well,
what's that?
Well, a lot of times it's been used in biblical terms. They would go and they'd use the long leather thing and they would hit themselves because they were a bad person, Anyhow, whatever. If you strike yourself, is that better? With stinging nettles, okay. What it does is your body, it creates a histamine in your body. So you'll have little red welts that won't last that long. And it clears up your allergies.
Nice.
So
I used to play outside when I was a kid. So we'd always be walking through the weeds and stuff like that, and it always cut my legs, and then we'd get the little stickers in the socks and stuff like that. So you'd always have these cuts and redness and stuff. And I used to play with the cats, and they'd always one of our cats named Buttons didn't want to be petted, so I was just well, I'm gonna pet you, little fucker. And so I would grab him and I would hold him and I'd pet him really good, and he'd be like, I'm like, don't you just love it when I love you? And anyways, he'd scratch the shit out of me. And so I was exposed to all kinds of stuff for my immune system to become extra strong.
Oh, yeah. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Oh, man. I fling my shit at people. And
I will fling my shit at people. They're augmented people, the fucking cyborgs, and especially the robots, right in front of their little wheels where they're like, boom, and then they crash, and then they fucking, yes, that's how we fight back. Throw our poo.
I hope
what?
I don't have a dream tonight of you with bunny berries under your arm and in there flinging your shit.
You're gonna have excellent dreams tonight.
Makes your dick
Promise
bigger,
you that.
really.
Yes, I'm all in. Not that I, not saying that I need to, but anyways, it was fun, right? Right. That happened with the building of my immune system.
Let's see how big your thumb is.
Is that really an indicator? Because I've seen all kinds of people say it's the nose, it's the thumb, it's the size of your foot. Ain't true. Ain't fucking true.
No, I've heard it's like 3 times the size of your thumb.
Fuck no, that's not true.
Oh, look at yours is bending it.
I have this like I could really do it with this one. I don't know if you can join it.
Oh, wow! Everywhere.
Both my thumbs. I found that out when I was playing a lot of video games growing up, and I was a kid over at my friend's house, and we were just gaming like crazy. And I was like, "The fuck is going on with my thumbs?" I was like, "Bro, look at this." And then he saw that he could do it with just one of his thumbs, but I could they're like double jointed or whatever. And I was like, "Whoa, freaking! I'm an expert gamer, man. Like I have superpowers that other thumbs don't have. Therefore, I am superior." It is the histamine effect naturally. There's the
That's right.
Fake answer.
Yes. Yeah.
I got a trigger. Don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on, and that's the full point. Is this really reality? All right. So we were talking about stinging nettles makes your dick bigger. So that's great.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about how it.
Thank you for bringing that information.
Fight your allergies, but whatever. I mean, plants are very cool.
Right.
I mean, Creator put them all here for a reason.
Right. Have you heard of horny goat weed?
Of course. I know. You just like the name of it. Horny goat weed.
Of course you know about it. What do you know about it? Tell me about horny goat weed.
No.
There's gotta be what?
Sorry.
I mean, that's obvious they named it for a purpose, right?
I got to cough for a minute. Hang on.
She needs some horny goat weed. Oh God. Oh, I don't think she's even gonna get this cough out properly. All right. And yes, the nettles are great for circulation, so it makes you extra. What's up, Hillbilly Art? I hope you're feeling better. It's been a rough go there.
Okay. Do you know about horny gut wheel? Gout weed. It's
horny gut wheel. Horny gut wheel. What the heck is that? You said horny gut wheel.
I did.
Yes, you did. Roll back the beautiful bean footage.
Oh.
Horny goat weed.
Well, that's kind of what it's for. It's for erectile dysfunction. Actually, you can use it for that.
What else can you use it for, though? Seriously, you were saying.
Seriously?
Yes.
It's also, it's good for your libido. It's good for fatigue. But it's called horny gout weed for a reason.
Horny gout weed? I don't want to have a
gout weed. You're now.
She said gout. Everyone say.
You're right. I did. Okay. I'll claim that one. I did say gout. Horny goat
right.
weed. Sorry.
Told you the internet's forever, and you keep acting like you didn't say something sometimes. And I'm like, I literally got the clips. I can go find it. Horny gout weed. That sounds horrible.
Well,
let's make your gout horny.
Well, no, maybe it would clear your gout up so you would become horny.
Well, that would be like
it doesn't
double,
do that,
like,
but you know,
double awesomeness. What's
right?
in Buma's headphones? I don't know. It let the goat memes ensue. Yes. What? No way. That's impossible.
Well, okay. Another interesting fact about masturbation. If you suffer from migraine headaches, you should masturbate and drink as much caffeine as possible. Because the brain receptors that are causing the headache, it releases something in there that, you know, makes you all like, you know, gets rid of it. Or have sex. But, you know, either or.
Right.
Sometimes if you're at work, I mean, it's kind of hard. Well, maybe not. Maybe you can grab somebody and have sex in the bathroom or something. But, you know. There's my problem. Right?
See, Hillbilly Heart's been struggling with some migraines, and I feel for you because it's not a laughing matter when it's happening. But if we can make you laugh here, so you can send dildos and masturbation tools and Buma's internet of booty beads to P.O. Box Hillbilly Heart 217.
No, now she's gonna start. She's gonna start making those frogs with the big butts, right? They're also gonna have like some frontal pieces.
Well, she's gonna make eventually a Buma doll when she's feeling better, and there might be some accessories. We'll see.
Well, you know,
the internet of booty beads is an accessory, and we've also talked about another one that we can keep close to the taint, if you know what I mean.
No, it's true. That's actually a true fact. Caffeine, like whether it be coffee or Coke or whatever, is high in caffeine, and masturbation, honestly, it does work. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Just take the matters into your own hands, Liz.
Yeah.
I know, right? Not tonight, honey. I have a headache. What the heck? He's trying to cure it. Like, come on, ladies. Or
there you go. Here, honey, I can help you with that.
So you're saying the weed is the goat? What? Men who stare at goats? Maybe we need to smoke goat hair.
Goat hair?
Yes.
What? No.
I don't know. Has anybody done that? I mean, you should be the first to try it.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Yes.
Why?
Just in case, to see how it goes. And it needs to be near as the certified health nut says, the thinnest mucous membrane of the body, which is the anus.
What?
So,
what?
Some people have no idea what's going on. Velvet obviously has no idea what's going on.
Actually, right now I don't even know what's going on.
Did you watch the episode where I feature this guy that goes by the certified health nut? You probably don't remember his name. He's the guy that was doing butthole sunning.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that.
So that's his talk, is that the reason why you take more sun in is because it's the thinnest mucous membrane and you're exposing that to the sun directly. And then for men, you're getting testosterone because your testicles are in the sun. And so anyways, I'm saying if you're going to smoke the goat hair, I don't know why, it needs to be near that area of the body.
Okay, so I'm thinking if you were sunning yourself, if you're sunning your asshole, imagine if you got it burnt. Like, ow.
Billy goes pee it in their beards. What? How is that even possible? What do you mean? They're just back there like sniffing themselves while they pee, and it just gets all up in that Billy Goat beard. Oh my gosh!
Haven't you heard of goat yoga?
Yes, Goat yoga sounds fun. Little pygmy goats. They just jump all over you. It's like it'd be so fun to have their little feet pouncing on the back.
I know, but I'm making another joke. Like I'm thinking about goats actually doing yoga to be able to get behind there to get the pee on their beards. It's like they always say about if guys could give themselves their own BJs, why would you need a woman? That's just like it.
Here's the thing. I feature better. And the last days on Earth, humanity talked about. Wait a second. What was this? Is this really reality? Episode 2 with Velvet and D Booma San. What were they discussing?
They'll be playing this in the background as we're in the zoos, and you're flinging your. They'll be playing this video.
I refuse to send you pics.
Thank you. So we don't want to see them.
No, I think she's talking about the creation of the Buma doll, and it sounds like it's.
I'm still back on the sunning part.
Sunning of the yes.
Of the rectal area.
Everybody wants me to try it, and I've always joked like there's nowhere for me to go like safely to like not get arrested for indecent exposure. That can happen on your own property too, right? Or I go out there and I finally get into position and I'm holding my legs up, and all of a sudden I feel little whiskers because a feral cat comes up and starts sniffing my bum. They're everywhere.
Or Mama Buma comes out and says, "What the heck are you doing out here?"
No, Mama Buma's back's hurting, so she's good. She'll never know a thing until she watches the show. Oh my gosh. That trots out with the horse. Oh yes, prancercising. Have you guys ever heard of prancercising? It's been a while since I showed that. Is the lady that and the husband that prance around like horses or whatever, and that's their exercise is prancercising.
Okay, so they totally stole that from what I said earlier.
Monty Python.
Have you ever watched Monty Python?
Just a little bit. They're probably Freemasons, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's a Freemason, right?
They had this funny skit where they were all like pretending to be on horses, but they don't have horses. And there's a guy in the back, and he's got 2 coconut halves, and he's clicking them together to make the sound of a horse.
They had a lot of genius comedy. I'll give them that.
They did.
I mean, there's a lot of really people that I really think are funny. The last Dave Chappelle I watched was not funny, but I always thought that he was funny, even after potentially he could have been cloned. Who freaking knows? There's some new guys. Matt Rife. You ever heard of him?
No, I've not.
Matt Rife. I don't know. I've never seen any of his actual comedy clips because most of the clips that they show online are just him winging it with people in the crowd. And he smokes weed with like this grandma. And he has some really good interactions with people. But there was literally a lady that had lost her breast because of breast cancer. Sad. But he's a comedy guy. And so she had fake boobs in there. And she wanted him to sign one. And she literally took it out and handed it to him. And then he threw one of them out into the crowd.
Oh no.
Yeah. He'll roast people, but he seems like overall a good dude. Like he means well, but he roasts people. That's just kind of what he does. But he also has like that good spirit where there's people that'll show up that have disabilities and stuff like that. And he always is like really kind to them and stuff like that. But he's a guy that keeps popping up my feed, I guess, because I watch his videos and whatnot. So he's an interesting one. But there's some funny guys out there that are probably connected and do like what juxtaposition would say the military-industrial complex through the Comedy Store kind of action. So,
okay, so I had this idea decades ago. Why don't they come out with boobs, like some sort of implants that you could like pump up if you wanted to go out at night, or you can make them small if you needed to like jog or exercise? Wouldn't that be cool? Thank you.
I think that they have them. I'm pretty sure that they have those.
Pump up ones?
Now, they even have ones that light up. Did you see that they have ones that light up? Here, let me see that though, because I'm pretty sure I saw something about it.
Oh, you're thinking of
Do they have
inflatable
and deflatable booby implants now. Boob implants.
Really? Wow. Good night, Coley.
I'm just looking. I don't know. Coley, you go to bed so early. Get your homework done so we can make sure that we take those people down. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Coley,
Yes,
go.
they have. Okay. I knew it. I knew I had seen this. Of course, I know about this stuff. Why would I not know about? They do have. Wow, I didn't know that was going to show up here on the screen. All right. Yes, they have inflatable and adjustable breast implants right now, though they are usually made of silicone and filled with sterile salt water, saline, rather than air. They're typically used for breast reconstruction or to accommodate changes during the healing process. Oh, so this is just for, so they're not doing it. It's not like you can go out.
That's not the
That's
same.
not the same.
No.
Air-filled expanders, though. There are newer remote-controlled systems such as the Aeroform Tissue Expander, which allows patients to trigger small amounts of carbon dioxide to slowly inflate the implant without needles or regular office visits. There you go. So they do have something right now called Aeroform, where you can trigger larger inflation of the breast.
I think that's to expand the area that the implant is going to go in.
So it's not like an adjustable daily thing?
No, but wouldn't that be cool? I mean, they might look awful, though. They might get shriveled because they're stretched and then they're small and they're stretched and they're small again. But I always thought, hey, that would be kind of cool if you could do that with boobs, because they do get in the way.
Right. So if you're doing athletic yoga stuff or whatnot, you don't want them to be all big and bouncy everywhere. You want them to be small and firm, right?
Right.
And then when you're going out to the club.
Yeah, that's right. Boost them up.
Because Velvet.
Because we go to so many clubs anymore.
Velvet hits those clubs hard.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
All right. What else we got? What do your notes say?
Nothing. Forget my notes. It was all serious stuff. Forget it. We're not bringing that in tonight.
Look, we can bring some serious, and then we can bring some shenanigans. It's been 99% shenanigans and some serious. Okay, I think it's been more like 70% shenanigans and 30% serious, because we have talked about some important things that people can at least either make fun of or be like, damn it. But go ahead. What else we got? Right. Freaking Trannywood.
Dollywood. Oh, yeah. I know. And people are still going to Disney World and all this too. I don't know. Just, it's weird. It's weird out there. And they're right. You're poisoned by everything, you know?
Yep. Okay. So I do have one more serious video.
Okay. Show me. I haven't
Let's
seen
see
it.
what we got. This is, I think something that my mom shared with me, but this is also something that Sabrina's talked about. But the idea of that they're going to be able to basically have control of our cars now. And they already kind of do. They're just going to make it more known. And here you go.
Do you actually think you own the things that you buy? I would beg to differ. And a fellow follower of mine sent me this. This is the Ford Patent 2023 Tech 0055958. It officially titled Systems and Methods to Repossess a Vehicle. And it proves that corporate America is building an infrastructure to physically control your life. According to this patent, if you miss a payment, the bank doesn't just call you, the car turns itself against you. Step 1, disables your air conditioning, shuts off your radio, and a patent literally says it will play an incessant sound in your car every time you sit in the driver's seat. But it gets worse. Step 2, the car will lock you out completely or create a geofence. It will only let you drive to work during the week, but on the weekend, it becomes a big giant paperweight in your fucking driveway. And the grand finale of it all, as you know, the autonomous driving thing is becoming a real life thing today. How about the fact in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, it'll turn itself on and take itself to the repo lot. You will literally wake up to your driveway being empty. We talk a lot about systematic corruption on this channel. This is what it looks like when it hits your driveway. They're building a world here where you own absolutely nothing. They can strip you of your autonomy at the push of a button. Drop your thoughts down below, because we should do a huge deep dive on this one, because they're trying to take over. Do you actually think
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's another aspect. On not only they're coming after the money and they're tapping into our biofields and they're putting us in, or slowly but surely going to try to get us into 15-minute cities. That'll become a thing. They're floating out Ebola and all this stuff right now. So who knows what's about to happen. So we got to have some fun before we go down. And that's what this show's been about. But these fucking things, man. I got one more clip that kind of plays on that. That's one that I think I showed before, but when it came out, I was like, this is spot on. But the idea that they're just going to be able to take, like you don't have a person pulling up anymore necessarily in the newer cars that's just going to back up and lift your car and drive it away, which takes time, right? A repo guy or whatever. Now the car itself has built-in repo properties where it could just automatically leave your fucking house, probably just fucking crash through your freaking driveway door because they've deemed it not yours anymore. And who knows? It's
like the land grabs that are going on too, right? I don't know what you guys have down there, but I mean, up here over in BC, they're having a real time. Like the indigenous people want to take back some land, and the government's like, okay, yep, you can have it back, and it's affecting 2 million people. It's crazy.
2 million.
2 million people. Yeah. In like the Vancouver area. It's crazy. So what's going to happen there is that you're going to have to probably pay them rent or something. But see, I don't even know how that works because all of our land is owned by the king. Is owned by England.
Right. Well, the argument is that the British Crown still owns us.
Yes.
All up to Swiss Bank Authority, of course, if you listen to Juxtaposition, and it's possible. But
yeah. Okay, what else you got for us?
Well, I was going to play one that's a little bit funnier, but on that same topic. But you got to have a little bit of fun sometimes with this bullshit, even though it's fucking serious. But here we go.
Daddy, looking good.
Granny, we got to go.
You think? Granny, come on. Let's go.
Come on, come on, come on.
Due to elevated heart rate, high stress levels, and panic indicators, you are not fit to operate this vehicle.
What? There's a tornado!
Have you tried calming down?
Daryl, it's getting bigger.
Start the truck!
Let's begin a breathing exercise. Inhale. Exhale.
I'm not breathing right now!
Daryl, do something!
I'm trying!
Analyzing driver condition, I've determined you
I know what you've determined, but you're wrong!
I am never wrong.
Whose bright idea was this?
Your government's.
Granny, I have a feeling we're not in America anymore.
Uh-oh.
It's true. I've heard of that. That it will monitor your feelings and not allow you to drive.
Yeah, if you're in a heightened state and it doesn't feel like that's a safe emotion or temperature or heart rate to drive at, it will lock your ass down. And think about when you're trying to flee a situation or you're trying to whatever, hurricane, tornado, like that one was depicting. But just in your real life, I mean, people be acting crazy out there. You can get the fucking gas station now and get attacked by some psychopath. And it's really it is a serious issue, yes. And then we got that going on, and then yes, I've been a little bit aware of this because I heard you talk about this before, Liz. But they are not letting on Etsy her sell her native art.
Wow.
And so they're cutting down on a lot of the stuff.
Discrimination.
Right, and then it's just they're cutting down on our First Amendment for sure. They are apparently talking about going after in some way, shape, or form anybody that criticizes all the data centers and AI going up.
Yeah. Well, I know our future is not looking so bright.
Right.
Yeah.
And
but you can come here and laugh because we'll talk about flinging poop and bunny berries.
Look. I still have. I mean, I have my hope and my faith, but I reserve always a place for hope that something could happen that would turn the tide and allow humanity the opportunity to win back their freedoms and stuff. But I also overall am so disappointed in people that I don't feel like it's going to turn around because people are that retarded as a whole.
Well,
what I
okay.
see out there in the real world, or what I see large crowds participating in, or when I look at just the channels, and they could be inflated numbers for sure, of what gets views and what people talk about, we're fucked.
But yeah, but why are people retarded? It's all these frequencies that are coming through the air that are controlling everybody.
Well, it's easier to be retarded than it is to actually be a critically thinking individual too. But yes, I agree. Like accusing you of being tired and it will slow you down, turning wheel, all sorts of crazy physical shit. We experienced that with the classes and stuff. They had rented a car. Firewall was driving, and I think they called it the nanny mobile or something like that, or the nanny tech that was inside of it, because it was telling him that he needed to. Yeah, it's some of the stuff that's coming in and becoming just normal. Some people are just accepting it. And most people are just accepting it, but we're seeing it and we're like, what the F is going on?
Well, my dad's got a car, and if you go over the line a little bit, it'll actually pull you right over. It takes over the wheel and pull you right back. And then it says, you know, if you cross over it too much, a little coffee cup comes up and says, you need to take a rest. I'm like, well, what does the car do? It has automatic wipers that come on, and it knows, it sensors, because it knows if it's raining, you know, really hard, they go fast. If it's not, I mean, no more doing, you know, this. It does it all. The headlights go up and down, you know, depending on people coming to. It's crazy.
Right. It's social programming. It's the way that they're using the frequencies here, and whatever they're spraying on us and all that crap. I mean, they're spraying aluminum to blot out the sun.
Of course. I mean, you watch any movies, I hate to say that, but it's true. They always show you places that's dark. And if there's no sun, you ain't growing any food.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
And
that
then
was
it's
uplifting.
Yeah. Well, or it's just people that have lots of energy and hope for something that is absolutely not true. The amount of people that it seems, I don't know, maybe it's a small amount of people. It's like people that are roasting Phil Godlewski, who keeps trying to report all the videos that I post of him. So we'll see what happens with YouTube if they actually grant that guy his it's something about like privacy concerns and shit. Man, that you, Phil Godlewski, are a public figure, and I can roast the shit out of you all I want. Not slandering and defaming, and some of it's other people's work that I'm sharing, but he's reporting it like crazy because he's a little crybaby right now. But a lot of the people that are exposing him right now are saying that maybe he has like a few thousand loyal followers at this point, but he always acts like it's still millions and stuff following and whatnot to keep that grooming process of that just enough to keep him floated. And that when he was even in court saying that he was worth like 75 to 100 million, it's just, he's always just lying and making up stories so people think that he's bigger than he is. Could be part of the case, but I think his shit's starting to fall down.
Good.
His wife is divorcing him, claiming that he slept with somebody else or something like that, and took $2 million out of the bank account and filed for divorce. Who knows what's really going on with that thing? And then he lost.
Sorry, she took off with the money?
Well, she took out, apparently, allegedly, I don't know, like I don't follow it as much as I used to because I just can't handle following these people. But Phil Godlewski has like a whole tribe of people that just call him out nonstop and look at all of his court documents and follow everything. As far as like his wife's name's Carrie, they call her Drunkery because she's always drinking. You'd have to if you were with that guy. But anyways, allegedly she took out recently, and here's the kicker. So from what I understand, and I don't follow it closely like I was, Phil Godlewski countersued his child victim who was suing him for slander, defamation, or all the emotional harm that he has put her through by becoming a public figure and saying he did nothing wrong when it was proven by the Scranton Times that he tried to sue and lost his ass. And then disclosure or discovery allowed us to find out all the truth about him. And he lost his case against her. meaning he's not going to get anything out of what he tried to countersue her for. And now the full judgment's going to go to whatever they decide to grant her, the child victim, who should probably take a lot of his wealth.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, or a lot of money at least. And she deserves it, to be honest, after everything she's been through.
Yeah.
Either way, that coincided after he lost that case. This is from what my understanding of following some of the people that are roasting him, is that she took $2 million out of the bank and filed for divorce.
Ooh. Well, karma is a bitch.
Right.
And
so
he pronounces his name as godless. Godlesky.
Yeah, he's godless. And he's
Yeah.
a god loser.
Yeah. Oh well.
But anyways, he's he keeps reporting my videos and stuff that I post of him. We'll see. I'm not changing a damn thing on this one, and we'll see what happens with YouTube. But if they grant this guy, I'll be pissed. So if something happens on the YouTube, we'll find out. But this guy is in desperation mode, and it's fun watching some of these guys fall, but it's not happening like I ever imagined it would. When I still had hope that when Trump came back in, that all this stuff was going to be exposed and liars were going to be exposed. Linwood, all lies would be revealed, as if he is an actual Bible believer when he's really just a fucking demon. All these lying pieces of crap that grifted the crap out of middle America and good-hearted people. Now, here we are. But as this shit, because people were all getting sucked into that, a lot of the energy that could go towards making the world a better place is being misplaced. And therefore, that's why I have such a hard time believing that we can turn it around. However, I believe in biscuits. Biscuits for president.
There you go.
Biscuits and Sabrina Wallace to save the world. All my chips are in. I believe it.
Well, we have no hope up here. We're screwed. No. No.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, people. It's gonna be okay. We're just
we have our crime minister. Everyone's calling him a crime minister. That's what he is.
What's his name again?
Oh, clown. Carney. Mark Carney. Like, you know, like a carnival man. Carney. He's a carney.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just they just
Well,
have
I mean,
so many of these people.
Yeah, I mean, he ruined England. We knew that. And he just stepped in. There was no election when Trudeau left. And Trudeau, I mean, you know, someone used to call him fancy socks because he always wore fancy socks. But, I mean, he's got all kinds of criminal stuff that he did. And who knows where he is now. He's living in his nice house that he renovated all with our money, I'm sure. And allegedly. And, you know, in walks Carney. And we knew that he was here to ruin our economy. And that's what he's been doing.
Yep. They just bring in, they have so many of those clowns to just bring in. It doesn't matter if you get rid of a psycho like Trudeau, who's now with Katy Perry, who has been accused by another celebrity, lower end celebrity, but I don't even know her fucking name, but she claimed that she got, I think she claimed that Katy Perry rubbed her vagina on her face while she was sleeping at some event.
Oh. I wonder if she sunned it before she went to that.
Maybe she was just sunning it and she was just giving her a close up. Maybe she thought it would heal her of something. I don't know. In all fairness, when I was in my party days and you were the first one to fall asleep, you got teabagged.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's a guy thing. Obviously.
Literally. Pictures
Not
of our
women can do.
Pictures of our ball sack right on your face. And
Yeah.
you woke up to dick wrote on your forehead and stuff like that. So
Right.
that was not me. I was able to maintain most of the time. I never got that treatment. Not saying I never got teabagged. I don't know. Might have happened. I think everybody did at some point because for whatever reason, that was just a big thing. Yes. And in one of the news things when they were reporting on this, and it could just be all, it's not going to go anywhere. Katy Perry's not going to get in trouble. She's going to be fine. It's not going to be anything big. It's just going to be something for people to ooh and ah and talk about for a while. But on one of the news things, they talked about pop star and astronaut Katy Perry The fucking mainstream news actually called her a fucking astronaut.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my
Well,
God. It's so
she got all
stupid.
dressed up and, had her picture taken with that.
Right. And she might be a dude, so she might not even have a vagina to have wiped across that girl's face. Who freaking knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if she did something horrible.
I don't know.
Who knows? Anyways,
Anyhow.
is this really reality? Do you have anything else, Velvet, before we close out and call it a wrap for episode 2?
I think we're calling it a wrap.
I think you're going to go back and you're going to watch this and you're going to enjoy every second of it. And
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it tonight. I'm just, I'll save my notes for another.
Are you saying? Oh, I don't know if I can hear you when I play that. I really wanted to play cyberpunk video music, but I think it blocks out your voice. However,
well, that's fine. I've said
are you saying that we need to have a serious conversation next time?
Now, hey, listen, if I'm the one that you can have fun with, then we'll have fun.
I have fun with all kinds of people, Velvet. I didn't just target you like I'm gonna make fun of everything.
No. Well, I was kind of like chuff about that. Like, I'm cool with that.
All right. Well,
let's have some fun because life is so serious right now and it's so heavy that you need this energy to uplift you and just, get you out of all this stuff. And you've had a heavy week. So
yeah,
this was good for everybody.
Well, I hope you're not disappointed. Because
I'm going to Ohio, I think.
Yes. And if you go to Ohio, you're really going to.
If they watch this video, they might not let me in.
They might definitely stop you at the border and then be like, if you ever go on with that guy again, you're never, ever crossing any border ever again. But I do this all the time. This is me, but I've been going through a kind of a wild and crazy week. But I think we still had fun though. Like, you're not disappointed, are you?
No, not at all. Listen, I needed it as much as you. Like I said, I just went through a really tough time. I mean, my mother was in there for 4.5 months. It was pretty heavy. So I needed it too. And probably a lot of you out there needed it as well. So, hey, it's all fun.
I thought it was good chemistry. I thought we had a lot of fun. If you watched go back, and if you didn't watch the first episode with Velvet, she disclosed a little bit more about what she's been through. So there's a lot of hurting people. There's a lot of, unfortunately, death going on. And we're trying to find, ways to laugh and keep our positivity up. So I hope that you guys enjoyed some of the fun. Hillbilly Heart, you're definitely going to watch. You're going to want to go back and watch from the very beginning. And anybody that caught this midway through, I think this was fun. We had a little bit of a blast on this one. We moved from cavemen all the way into the future of a possible Blade Runner dystopian future, and then we had a little bit of fun at, we had some joy in the face of a dystopian future.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Well said. Yes. Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people really enjoyed it.
Okay,
and,
cool.
maybe next time we'll be a little bit more serious.
No. I think from now on it should be like this. This is fun.
We'll see what the feedback is. I think people really enjoyed it. I know the live chat. If you guys can make it to the lives, it's enjoyable because I try to bring you guys up on the screen and make you more of a part of the actual live show. And I think we have a lot of fun here as a community. And then if you could make it to a Sabrina Wallace class and be in the presence of someone like Velvet, Sabrina, and everybody, it is so freaking awesome. And so the next episode we're looking at right now is on Sunday, where some of us that went to the Verona, Missouri class for Sabrina Wallace's biofield class, we're going to get together. We're going to talk about what we learned, and we're going to reconnect, and we're going to try to keep these communities growing. And
so you're going to do an online thing?
Yes, we're going to do. So it'll be like a kind of like, I guess, Buma Streama, in the sense it's going to be a whole panel of us, but it'll be just people that went to the Verona, Missouri class for this one, because that's the first class that Sabrina hosted. And so we're going to get us all together, have a lot of fun, talk about what we learned, and then just talk about whatever, like kind of what we did at the classes. And then as people like you go to the Ohio classes and stuff like that, I'll be bringing on more people, and we'll just keep the ball rolling and keep this community going. And then if we ever get the firewall bus, the Scooby-Doo bus rolling, We get some firewall synergy, Sabrina Wallace, Scooby-Doo bus, rocking and rolling. That'll be freaking awesome. You are way late, Jody. You're going to have to go back and watch this. I even shook my ass in this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, because it's the first show ever that Buma has shook his ass. And I'm not going to tell you when. You're going to have to watch and just find it on the video. And then I'm going to find somebody like Lucia when she wakes up to finally find out that I did that. And then I'm going to see a little GIF or maybe a little video action. Somebody's going to do it.
Okay, before we go, I just wanted to say, Brina, look what I got.
Ooh,
it's a Shiva lingam, right? So,
what's it called again?
A Shiva lingam.
A Shiva lingam.
Yes.
Wow.
So, anyhow, it just kind of looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool. How heavy is that thing? Pretty heavy?
Or is it 5 or 6 pounds, I would think. Yeah.
Pretty good weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good weight. Anyhow, because I know that she has one. So this one just came to me last week. So I was very excited about that. So there we go.
Sabrina brought a lot of crystals and stuff to the class. Like,
wow.
I'm guessing the suspension on that car was when everything was loaded was extra low because of all of the crystals that she had. It was impressive. And God bless Firewall for carrying that stuff in and out. Right. Yes. Yeah. And so if I do the butthole sunning, that'll be a whole new thing. And then maybe.
Can you do it in the moon? Maybe you do it on a full moon.
I can top the certified health nut by doing the moon hole.
Right. Like Adam family kind of thing, right?
A butthole mooning.
That brings a whole new description to mooning. Whole new meaning.
Hole in the moon. we should do a remake of Howl at the Moon and call it Hole at the Moon. Oh my goodness, that would be so great. Sabrina's in. She's totally going to do it with us. Joanne's in. Valerie's in. You're all going to do Hole at the Moon. I'm super excited to hear from the Verona folks. Me too. Yeah. Black hole sun. This was an extra special show for all of you that actually tuned in, and anybody that is listening to this or watching this on the replay. I think it was a treat. I enjoyed the whole thing. Velvet, anything else to say before we head out?
No. Thank you, everybody.
I really appreciate it, Velvet.
Thanks.
Yes, you're a trooper. I love you. All right. God bless you all. I love you all. And I appreciate you all being here. God bless you. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Thanks, Sabrina.